The initial adjuster that came out for the insurance company wrote up his estimate for the vandries, and the insurance company gave them $0 and denied the claim.
From here all the way down was completely exposed, like this much, and the rain was coming in sideways.
I mean, it looks like the hurricane threw a shark up there and it took a bite out of it.
I don't know if this guy's ever dealt with Noble before. Maybe he doesn't realize that we're the largest public adjusting firm in Florida. He's about to find out, though.
They're not always on your side, and you're not always in good hands. My name is Bo Williamson, and I am a public adjuster. I stand up for homeowners when they have insurance claims. Our headquarters is in Panama City Beach, but our fight is nationwide. Sometimes insurance claims can be through the roof. However, insurance companies don't always want to pay you. That's why I'm here. Living the Christian life and dealing with this crazy world around me, one thing I've learned is someone has got to stand up for the little guy. This is Insurance Wars.
Tell me a little bit about this claim.
They live in a super nice neighborhood in Venice. They live facing the Gulf with a north view of the back of their home.
So the wind was coming right into them.
Right into them. My name's Tommy Browning. I've been with Noble since 2018 as a field PA. We're headed to the vandries today, Adam and I, to kind of brief them on what's going to happen when the adjuster from the insurance company meets us tomorrow to kind of move this process forward. Tore the whole top of the roof off, opening the 4 bedrooms that are upstairs, and water just devastated the whole upstairs. The stairwell looked like a waterfall. The initial adjuster that came out for the insurance company wrote up his estimate for the vandries, submitted it to the desk adjuster for the insurance company, and the insurance company gave them $0 and denied the claim.
So how did you find these clients? Was this something that they reached out to us?
They reached out to us. They've started paying out of pocket on their own. You know, they're fortunate enough to have the money to be able to do that, to get their house kind of back together where they can live again. As they have 2 small kids, you know, it's still not quite livable yet.
The broadness of Ian was spectacular. Impacts felt all the way from Naples all the way up to Venice, close to Sarasota. You're talking about 2 or 3 hours of distance. Tommy has been really focusing on Venice, and he has made a tremendous reputation for not only himself but Noble in that area. He was telling me some of the things that they've been going through, you know, getting the work done and knowing that the insurance company is going to have a tough time with recognizing some of the damage because they, you know, it's like they went through the inspection with their eyes closed.
Oh, this is it right here?
Yeah, right here where this...
They've been staying in a
staying in
camper?
the RV, I think the kids have. Let's do this.
Wow, what a house. Man, the metal roof. I bet it has dings all over it.
Yeah, there's a lot of mold. Hello, how are y'all today?
Hi.
Good.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
How you doing? I'm Adam.
Tommy.
This is Adam.
We'll cross
Paula.
over.
Hello, Adam.
Pleasure meeting you guys.
Nice to
Thank you
meet
so
you.
much.
Thanks for coming over. My name is Neil Vandry. I live here in Venice, Florida.
My name is Paula Vandry, and I live here in Venice, Florida.
You were here during the storm, huh?
Well, we were here for most of the storm, but just before the worst of it, we actually went about 2 blocks away.
And he was telling me a little bit about the damage that you guys had on the back.
Yeah.
Nerve-wracking, terrifying.
Peeled the whole back of the house off like an
Yeah.
oyster shell. I mean, it opened it up. You could see the sky.
We have
I'll
a
follow you.
2-story pool cage, and it came down
Wow.
first, and after that, the roof is flipped over.
I noticed a lot of chips around the pool too where it was damaged. The Vandry's home is particularly vulnerable because it sits on the water, facing the Gulf of Mexico. So the back of the house was facing the immediate wind from the storm. So that's the reason the roof was peeled off to the back of the house, and they sustained substantial damage to that house.
Yeah, it was a lot of metal that came down and crashing through. I was mostly concerned that it was going to crash through these windows, these glass doors. There was a huge hole right here, and it was just pouring down. I put a big container, like a 5-gallon container, and within 5 minutes it was full of water.
Upstairs was a total loss.
Yeah,
Yeah.
upstairs
Every
it
room was just gutted.
Yeah, all the insulation and drywall from all the 4 bedroom.
whole
Falling
thing
down.
fell in. It was wet everywhere, and
Yeah.
This floor, the whole floor,
Yeah.
this has been
Buckling
replaced
up.
now, but
Yeah.
This is
the
new
whole
floor.
floor was
It's
done.
a
You
new
said
floor.
you guys have been having to come out of pocket
Yeah.
for all of these repairs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
On
Insurance has given them $0. Imagine that.
Yeah.
so far we've received nothing.
Have you made any claims before with this?
Never.
No.
First
no.
claim.
Yeah, first
we've
claim. We
had a
never
claim
claimed
before.
insurance before.
Right.
No.
Wow.
After the hurricane hit, I started to claim with our insurance, and we wait for a week before they getting back to us. I wait 2-3 weeks, still didn't hear anything back. So I was talking to a lot of people and friends, and they all recommend me, said, Paula, you need to get a public adjuster because the insurance not gonna get back to you, and not gonna pay you, or stuff like that. I searching online like midnight, 11 o'clock at night and midnight. So I sent an email out and I said I need a public adjuster to help us. So Tommy called me back the next day, and so he set up an appointment with me, and he come back to see my house, and maybe 2-3 days later. The 2-story case that I have, I just
Sealer busted in that door.
Yeah.
This is where the cage was
Yeah.
attached, right here.
Yeah, it was attached here, and
attached to the
So
flat
there
roof.
can't be an argument that it wasn't attached to the structure.
it was attached.
Because that's going to be their first argument, is
that
that?
right?
Yeah.
Well, this is separate from the home, so this isn't covered. Or they'll try to put it under a lower coverage level, like coverage B or something like that. But if it's attached to the home, it's all under coverage A.
had
Did
a
the
lot of
cage come
gashes.
down into the pool?
It did.
Yeah.
The cage just collapsed in the pool over here. It was on this side. It was on that side.
Cage went out to here.
Yeah, you can see where the wires are still. The wire here that was holding.
And
you know,
attached to the flat
And
roof.
it was attached to the flat roof
Yes,
on top.
yes.
there.
Uh-huh.
Yep. There's the beams from the pool cage. You know, they're big, heavy. One of them broke this window.
See, that's all the siding that been
Yeah.
replaced.
Yeah, it's different colors.
Up on the top and then in the middle. We couldn't
They're
leave it
going to
open.
have to address the matching nature of everything else. The adjuster's going to try to say that that's been repaired, but these are all temporary repairs.
Oh, well, yeah,
You know, so
yeah.
that way you can dry in the home.
This house is not just any old house. It's a home that I grew up in as a kid. It was my father who built this house back in 1974. So the damages that happen here are not just to any old house. It can't be replaced. It's something that goes deeper than that. It has a lot of importance for me to be able to raise my kids here and give them a good childhood here.
Look how loose this is.
Yeah.
So all this flooring has been replaced.
All of it, huh?
Yeah, because
Yeah, because this is the area that flipped back.
Yeah.
This
Uh-huh.
was totally gutted.
It flipped back up on top of here. So this whole roof line from here all the way down was completely exposed, like this much. And the rain was driving this way. The rain was coming in sideways. At 100 miles an hour, the rain was coming in. And, we were getting, I don't know, 8 inches
Totally
an hour or
gutted.
something.
Yeah.
There was no walls. There was nothing but studs.
Right, yeah. We had to because the mold in the...
The adjuster's going to say, oh, wow, I don't see any damage in here. That's going to be what he says. So just
Okay.
prep for it right now.
All right,
Yeah.
well, we've got lots of pictures to show
yeah,
you
and video.
Yeah,
all
need
the
'em.
work that
We'll
had
need
to
'em.
be done. There's the railing that is the safety railing.
This was the railing.
And
Yeah. So be
And
careful.
it was attached to the floor.
so
So this flooring is going to need to be replaced.
Those columns are all scuffed.
The chimney.
The chimney had the cage was resting against it. We were afraid it was going to fall. The top of the chimney got broken,
the
but
cap, yeah.
it might have done damage to the chimney itself. I don't know. I'm hoping it didn't.
We'll have that engineer check that out.
That's
We'll
a
make
good
a note
idea.
of that. Crazy. And got offered $0.
$0. You know, it doesn't matter the size of your house. They treat every claim the same. They're going to delay it as long as possible, deny as much as they can, and then go into a defensive position where they put the pressure on homeowners to jump through hoops and gather estimates and substantiate the job that they should have done initially.
This inspection that's going to happen, one, it's a carrier adjuster. It's no longer an independent that really doesn't have an authority or an interest in the claim. They just write their reports and get out. Once the carrier sends out their adjuster, this person works for the company, and they are the ultimate source of them having the company's interest at heart. Whenever people start to repair damage, which they're fully within their rights to, we have to start adjusting from what happened to the property, the photos that we were able to get, the documentation that we were able to get. Because once they come back in and they see a lot of this damage repaired, it's like they turn a blind eye. Oh, this doesn't look damaged. This looks great. And hopefully that doesn't happen. Because we've substantiated, we've pushed all the information. Unfortunately, they've received $0 yet, so I'm hoping for the best, but expecting the worst.
We've got the inspection tomorrow.
Okay.
Some adjusters, they like to show up early. before we get here, so we're going to make sure that we show up earlier than them.
Okay, good.
So that way there can't be any sort of confusion between, what's damaged, what's new, what you've repaired so far, because it's your home. You deserve to be back in the livable condition and the normal standard of living as quickly as possible. The insurance company, they're trying to get out of this thing as cheaply as possible, so we know they're going to point to a lot of the damage that's already been repaired and try to excuse it and say, well, we don't think that this was damaged, but your photos and ultimately your representation will be able to fight those.
Great, Adam.
Those
Thanks.
issues. Yeah,
That's good.
Well, we'll see you tomorrow. It was
Okay,
a pleasure
Adam.
meeting you guys.
Great.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much
Good
for
to see you
letting
all
us
again.
come through your home,
Thank
Take
you.
care.
and we'll see you again tomorrow. Okay.
Okay,
Take
thank
care.
you.
Thanks
Bye.
for coming.
That's terrible. Such a nice family.
Yeah, they'll do fine tomorrow.
The best thing about this process is we're helping people. The Vandries are lucky enough to have the money to fix their home, to get it back together, but a lot of these people don't have the assets to do that up front. We're out here helping people on a daily basis, no matter the size of their home, their income. We're here to help everybody. Our goal for the Vandries is to get this house put back together. We want to maximize the structure. We want to maximize personal content and get these people back on the road to recovery.
So every week we all get together, we have a breakfast. It's early in the morning. As we walk in, we're all still rubbing our eyes, trying to wake up. We have a few cups of coffee. After that, we get together at our office in Port Charlotte. We get the leadership team together to make sure that we're doing everything we can do to make sure that not only our clients are put in a position to be successful, but also the adjusters that are under us are in a position to be successful. Make sure that everybody's happy.
Tell me, what time is that inspection today?
10 o'clock. Yeah, we have to
wow.
be there in Venice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we gotta get on out of here.
Yep.
Well, you guys have a great day. I know that, like I said, with the enthusiasm and everybody being pumped up this morning, as you notice, people arrived, they're sleepy and groggy. As we go through and drink our coffee, eat our breakfast, when we leave, we're all buzzed and
Pumped and ready to rock and roll.
Absolutely.
Ready
Let's
to
carry
rock
that
and roll.
over.
All right.
Thank
Sounds
you,
good.
guys.
Great.
Thank you. See you guys later.
We're headed up to Venice. We're going to take this inspection by the horns, and we're going to make sure that these people are taken care of. If this carrier adjuster doesn't play ball, there's a pool in the backyard. I hope the dude knows how to swim.
Hey, Adam. Yeah, just getting to my gym with Beckham. About to get a little workout in before some schoolwork.
Yeah, Bo, we had a good meeting this morning. The team, they showed up on time. Everybody's pumped. We're excited for next month.
Nice, nice. What kind of numbers we're gonna hit this week?
We're tracking right now for around 250 this week. I think we're definitely going to hit our goal for 1,000 this month. We're on our way. Just gotta, the people need the help. It's on its way. We just got to go out there and do it.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. I mean, people are coming in by the hundreds every week on social media, man, because these insurance companies are denying hundreds of thousands of claims. It's amazing. I've never seen anything like it.
It's criminal. It's criminal.
No, it's absolutely crazy, man. I think we need to do something about this. I mean, we have insurance wars, but I think we need to do something more. Maybe get involved with legislation or something. Hey, that's Vanessa calling me. Let me take that.
All right, Bo. Talk to you later. I think the adjuster just got here anyway.
All right, see ya. Hey, Vanessa. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're about to send it to you right now. Yeah, you should have it within the next 10 minutes. All right, thanks.
Hey, Dad, what body parts are we doing today?
Back and bicep, so if you want to warm up, I'm going to go change.
All right, guys, this is how this will go. The insurance carrier is coming here just shortly to meet with Adam and I and yourselves. It can go one of two ways. It can go south pretty quick when they start arguing with us on the coverages and different things. So it can, we'll just have to wait and see.
Hello?
I think I hear him coming in now. Our goal here today is to get the Vandries the money back that they've spent on this home out of pocket, as well as to maximize the rest of their policy. Hey, how are you?
How you doing?
Tommy Browning.
Eric.
Nice to meet
Nice
you,
to
Eric.
meet you.
These are the Vandries?
How you doing? Eric.
homeowners?
Nice to meet you.
Hi.
How you
Nice to
doing?
meet you.
Eric.
Nice to meet
Nice
you.
to meet
I'm
you.
Adam
I
Long.
think we spoke on the phone.
Hopefully we can come to an agreement today. I know that there seemed to be quite a bit that was missed on the initial inspections. The first thing I want to point out is the pool cage. It just was not on there.
So I'm not sure the pool cage is something that actually typically we cover anyway, but let's take a look.
Okay.
Start there,
Yeah.
wherever you guys want to start. Yeah, chill.
Tell them what you guys came home to.
Yeah, so when we found that the whole pool cage had collapsed. It was in the pool, in the jacuzzi, on that side of the house, on this side of the house. The place that we had here was blown over onto part of it.
Where was the pool cage attached? I don't see any.
Originally, it was attached here.
Yeah,
And
it's
up to the
pretty
top?
obvious. You know, there's some brackets here. There's some screw holes. You know, there's still some guy wires over here that are remaining.
Yeah.
Here's where it was attached over here.
Attached here,
Attached.
and it followed this line here.
I mean, I see that. I don't really see any damage to the pavers as far as, well, I'm not sure. Could you be a little more specific on the tile here? Or?
Absolutely.
Yep.
There's a chunk right here.
Okay.
The pool cage was in the pool and on the hot tub, as well as against the chimney.
As well as on the chimney and the roof.
So I guess the issue that we're running into is, you know, obviously there's a tile missing, right? I think we all agree to that. Question is whether or not it had anything to do with the pool cage.
This guy's walking around saying, well, I don't know where this damage came from. I don't know what happened. We know what happened. A Category 4, almost 5 hurricane directly impacted these folks' homes.
Look at this rib right here, about 2 feet up.
Okay.
I mean, it looks like the hurricane threw a shark up there and it took a bite out of it. You think that was damage that was just there?
I appreciate the analogy. Unfortunately, I go back to my original statement is that we cannot prove that this is any part of the storm. And frankly, neither can we prove that the damage to the chimney.
Oh my gosh.
So we don't know if this cage was taken off at an earlier date. So,
You gotta be kidding me.
You know,
You have a pool cage that's attached
yeah.
to the house that blows up,
Right.
hits the chimney, hits the roof, peels up this.
It's a good story. I just don't know if it's
A
part.
story?
Yeah, at this point.
I don't know if this guy's ever dealt with Noble before. Maybe he doesn't realize that we're the largest public adjusting firm in Florida, one of the most powerful in the United States, and that we handle thousands of these claims a year. He's about to find out, though.
You know, we're all here to help the homeowner.
Sure, yeah,
so,
I
you know,
totally understand. And you know, we obviously have a position as well.
sure.
So,
You know,
let's see
the
what else we
problem
look
is you're
at.
not here looking to open up coverage for these folks. You're looking to see how you can limit how much you pay out.
Well, I don't necessarily agree 100%, but I understand your
I
opinion.
mean, we've got a busted window here.
Yep.
We have this siding. Now, there was a hole in the side of the house.
Okay. Yeah. And this has been repaired, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, it
Well,
looks.
this is a temporary repair.
Okay, so-
The reveal on the boards are not the same. These don't match.
This has obviously been repaired, right? So, where are you guys, as far as, is there something else you want us to do here, or because
Well,
it looks
of
like it's
course.
fixed?
I mean, look at the impact damage we have all up and
There's a
down.
hole
this
right here.
wall. All of
Okay.
the siding is going to need to be
So
replaced.
a few other pieces that we could. I mean, obviously we could do a supplement for a few pieces of the hardy board there, right? If
Well,
that's
this
something.
reveal, this measurement of reveal is not available anymore.
Okay.
You know, I knew as soon as we met Eric, it was going to be a defensive battle. It most of the time is with these adjusters. They come in, you know, trying to shortchange. The family has documentation of all of this. They have pictures, video, you name it. They have it, and we don't get why Eric can't see this.
We'll do
What
our-
about this
we'll-
door? You say the seals are busted in it?
Well, the door's obviously loose. How long has it been loose, though? Do we know? I mean,
Since the storm?
Well, let's ask the
storm.
homeowner.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Yeah, well, this is something that happened from the storm. Before that, it was operating fine.
So the damage has already been repaired upstairs, or I'm not.
Correct.
Okay.
They said that there was a waterfall coming down these stairs.
The initial conversation was that was wind-driven rain, but let's hold off on that. You said the repairs were done to this. Is
Yeah,
that correct? 'Cause,
yeah.
I mean, it looks pretty nice to me. So what?
Well,
It looks
when this-
good.
Yeah, well, when the roof peeled back, the entire, from here all the way down through all 4 rooms was exposed. You could
Okay.
see daylight.
You mentioned wind-driven rain. How does that affect?
So I believe that's excluded, right? So
Well, sure.
okay,
But we have coverage for storm-created openings.
right.
So if a
However, the
wind-driven
wind technically drove the rain in, so I think that's where.
Well, where
We
was
haven't
the
d-
opening before the wind happened?
Right. Well, from our standpoint, the wind drove the rain in, which is what caused the damage. Now
The wind
this.
took the roof off.
The wind took the roof off.
Okay.
The wind created an opening. The storm created an opening and allowed water to intrude into the building envelope.
Okay, and then we had wind-driven rain that came in, right? So that's where, again, so we're kind of at loggerheads. As far as the paint up here, is there something that I'm missing, or?
The walls were gone.
Okay, no, but
This
I'm
is
saying,
new sheetrock, this is new texture, this
Okay.
is, thanks for the paint on it, but we also need you to cover the actual building materials as well, because the storm created the opening.
okay, because this looks, I mean, the work, whoever did it, did a great job, honestly. So, I mean, it looks very good.
It was important for the Vanderies to do the reinspection with Adam and I so they can see where this is going, where these adjusters are coming from and the process. They've been very hands-on through this process, so I want to keep them, involved as much as I can.
Take a look at this roof before we head off. I'm surprised
Column
the
right
shark
there.
still isn't here from where he bit through the metal right there. But take a look at all these scratches and these dings.
Not in dispute. Again, I think we had this conversation down there. It's not a question of whether or not it's there. I can see it, right? So the question is whether or not the storm had anything to do with it, which we don't know.
Well,
Which we
have
don't know.
you guys been
So-
on this been on this upstairs patio before?
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
all the time.
Do you remember any of these scratches
No.
or any
No.
of these discolorations or this shark bite down here?
No, this was.
And I appreciate that. Really, I do. I'm not discounting what they're saying. It's just we just can't.
Well, no, you're calling them a liar.
Well, no.
Ultimately is what you're doing.
But again,
Ultimately, you're saying that they're not being truthful.
I feel like I'm being disrespected a little bit at this point. I think I've made my position
Just
clear.
Stop. The disrespect is what's happening to these folks in their claim. They have obvious damage. The area was impacted by a Category 4, almost 5 hurricane. They came home, their house was in shambles, the roof was lifted off, the pool cage was detached, hit the roof, hit the chimney, and you're saying that you can't prove that this damage that was not here before the storm, according to the insured, can be attributed to the hurricane.
Our position is that a lot of what we're discussing cannot be proven that it was part of the storm. That's our position.
Well, all we'll need to do is get substantiation. We'll get an engineer out here. We'll substantiate the claim. We'll prove. We'll jump through the hoops. We'll do what we're supposed to do to indemnify these folks. And you guys are going to end up paying anyway. Ultimately, this re-inspection today was a waste of both of our times.
I understand your position. You have every right to do what you feel you need to do. I wish that I could come out here and say, hey, you know what? You guys have shed a whole new light on the situation. Unfortunately, you haven't. So that's where we're at, and you got to do what you got to do. I understand, and I respect that you guys need to do what you have to do.
Yeah, I think it's good for us to just wrap this up.
Fair enough. Okay.
We'll head back downstairs.
Okay. After you.
We should get this wrapped up, get this guy out of the house, get his report submitted, and then just go back to the negotiation phase with the insurance company. Have our desk public adjusters communicate with their desk adjusters at the insurance company and let them butt heads. And with all of this substantiation, there will be no question of what caused these damages. Reports will show that everything is consistent with the type of damage that happens after hurricanes, especially those of this magnitude like Hurricane Ian was.
Yeah. Listen, I appreciate having me out here. I'm sure we'll be in touch. All right.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Take care.
Appreciate it. I do not like dealing with these noble guys.
It's really tough when you have the family there listening to these insurance adjusters deny their claim, basically calling them a liar. We kind of meet after to kind of just go over, this is typical, don't let it bother you, we'll get through this.
We already have a plan and process in order. Don't worry. I know this didn't go as well as we hoped it would have today, but we're not dead in the water. We'll get after them. You know, the team back in Panama City Beach, they will be lighting up their phones, I promise you.
Thank you.
Is there any questions that you guys had, any concerns?
No, just keep us posted.
Absolutely.
We're anxious to get this behind us.
Again, it was a pleasure meeting you.
Nice
And
to
we'll
see you
get
again.
your
Thank you.
dad's house back in order very, very
Nice to see
soon.
you again.
Thank you.
I'll be in
Pleasure
touch.
meeting you.
Okay.
You guys have a great rest of your day, okay?
Okay, bye.
Thanks.
So we're very confident and comfortable with Noble in the work that they're doing with the insurance company. We've never had to file a claim before, and having them do the work, and they know the questions to ask or the things to do to protect us with the insurance company and with this claim that we're having to file.
So happy to find Noble and get to know public adjuster can help the people homeowner to get insurance claim successful.
Yep. Okay. You'd think after doing enough of these inspections, I wouldn't be speechless. But that guy,
I know. It's embarrassing.
I wanted to toss him in the pool. I don't know if you saw me kind of reach for it. I was about to throw him in there.
He should have.
This is it. You see why we call this a war. You feel like you are in a knockdown, drag-out fight with your insurance company. To be honest, most people are. The good news is that Noble gets billions of dollars released from these insurance companies. We have the proven process to make sure that these people get what they're deserving of. The Wilsons, they finally got the policy limits. Now, there's a couple things that we're still working on with the insurance company, getting them to pay, sub-limits, ordinance, and law. When their house gets rebuilt, they're gonna have to bring everything up to code. Called Bo, let him know he was pumped as well. So we're excited to get those people kind of taken care of and give them the funds to get their house back in order.
Long story short, we got the policy limits and got the deductible absorbed. And so they got all of their policy limits on coverage A, and then the other limits as far as ordinance and law and coverage D for additional living expenses and stuff like that, they're gonna max those out too. It's just a matter of it working out over the next, 9 months probably.